everyone, and welcome to the Music is Our Hero podcast, hosted by Grammy Award winner Drea Young. This is the spot where we celebrate creativity, share stories, and lift each other up in the arts. Each episode will dive into conversations that inspire, empower, and spark new ideas, because art isn't just about what we make, it's about the community we build together. So grab a seat, get comfy, and let's grow in creativity side by side. The Music is Our Hero podcast, where creativity, community, and inspiration come to life.
Hey. Hello.
Hey. Here I am today, this evening, this fine, cold, icy evening in Philadelphia with Bongo Billy. Where am I? In North Philly?
Yes, you are in North Philly. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The heart and soul of North Philly. Yeah.
North Philly with Bongo Billy.
That's it. I'm from Philly. Yeah.
Yeah. So Bongo is a well-known musician. What would you even say here in Philadelphia? He's a very well-known, in the music scene.
Yeah, in the state of Pennsylvania mostly. Yeah.
Oh, in the whole state?
Yeah.
Wow. Where else?
Well, I went to this little place outside of Johnstown, Pittsburgh, PA, not too far in that area.
Okay.
And the place was called Evansburg, and that's where I learned my music. But my love for music started here in Philly.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's go back to the year 1964.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Bongo, how old are you?
I was going on 5 years old that year, but I was
5 years. So you were born in 1959.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. Now, what I was trying to say about the 1964 was a group came out, and they're buzzing all over radio in the 1960, 62, 63, 64. They're buzzing over England, making all great noise and great music. And I fell in love with this group. And so one night, I heard over the radio one day, I heard them over the radio at my family's house, and I heard the Beatles are coming to America.
Oh, wow.
And on the Ed Sullivan
That's
show, and
the
Ed
band
Sullivan picked them up that year. That started what they called the British Invasion.
Okay.
Back then. And when the Beatles, my family said, if you be good, you can stay up and watch, Ed Sullivan with us. You can watch the Beatles. And so I was a good little age. I was a good kid. I was a good kid. So
that's a
that
prime
Sunday,
example of how music is your hero. You know what I mean? It made you it gave you a purpose to be good.
February 9th, 1964, these guys came on. And I said to myself, when I seen them play on the Ed Sullivan show, after Ed Sullivan said, ladies and gentlemen, the Beatles, And then when I saw these guys playing, I want to hold your hand. I sat there and said to myself, that's what I want to do. I want to play music. And my family looked around at me and said, that's a good choice. Because most kids, they want to be a cop.
That's amazing. So your family was supportive.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Some kids want to be a cop or a fireman or a soldier, whatever. That's cool. You be what you want to be. But me, I chose music.
Yeah.
That's my love,
And the Beatles, I think if I can remember, you're the first one, I think, that's on this podcast that has a story of how the Beatles started your journey.
Yeah.
What was your name in 1964?
I was just playing Bill Clancy. And the 1960s and 70s, as your generation loves our times. Yeah. And I said, wow, the younger generation of today loves what we did back, what we loved in 1960s and the 70s and the 80s.
Well, that's when music is timeless. That's how that's a good song.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
A song
timeless before I was before.
Because I know, even kids that were born, the music I listened to, because I was a teenager in the 90s. And then it's the next generation under me, they love it. But it's only the timeless, you know what I mean? Not all material makes it through time.
You're a big fan of Nirvana, right?
I was, in the 90s, yeah. I'm still cool with them, but yeah.
Yeah, Nirvana. Kurt Cobain, the artist he was. He was an incredible artist. It's just a shame that he left so early. He joins the so-called 27 Club.
Right.
Jim Morrison, Janis Joplin.
It's weird.
Those people died at that age. It's a sad thing, but the thing is, one thing I cannot deal with, and that's the truth, is wasted talent. I can't stand wasted talent. When you have talent, share it. Don't be ashamed of it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like some people that are really talented, I feel like there's different levels of artists. And I feel like me, I'm an artist, but I'm kind of business, kind of
That's
corporate.
a music industry thing.
So,
Actually.
but
Yeah,
no, but I'm saying like what you just said. Sometimes I think people that are like really, really like their brain is different. Like and I just feel like some people don't want to do anything.
well,
with it.
some people are scared. I can understand being nervous because right now I was nervous before this interview. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be on podcasts. Check it out here. Music is our hero. Definitely my hero. But I just want to say, if you have talent, don't be ashamed to share it.
Yeah,
Don't be ashamed to share it but some people, they may have one thing and don't have another.
yeah,
I am the same way. I have one thing, but I don't have another.
Right.
Nobody's perfect.
right.
So you look at yourself, you say, are you afraid to do this? Don't do it. Because I'll tell you one thing about the music industry and being on stage performing. Try your best you can. Because, when you play music, no matter what level, what kind of people around, whatever, just share it and do your talent and do what you got to do. But don't worry about what people think of you.
Yeah, and
Some
what
people
you're
get heartbroken
describing-
when they get criticized.
like the open mics here in Philly, anyways. That's what's so cool about them. You know what I mean? There's so much
I
different
used to run
talent.
talent shows the same way.
Yeah.
No criticism, no negative garbage allowed in my shows. Because, the people are out there trying to make you happy. You got to make them happy in return. Like cheer for them, holler for them. Yeah, good job. The same token, you love it as a musician. I love seeing people snap their fingers, tap their feet.
Yeah.
Clap their hands at a show. It's great.
Yeah.
That tells you right there that the people on stage are doing a good job, doing what
Right.
they're supposed to do.
Yeah,
And that's what
super
I
cool.
love doing.
Yeah, I know you do it too.
Yeah, that's what I
So
do.
let's
I
get
try my
back. Let's
best
get
with
back to like how did you become Bongo Billy? What like?
Oh, how I came to be Bongo Billy. Well, after the 60s and 70s, I was involved with different groups, different bands. I was always a fourth wheel, fifth wheel, extra member of the group. I didn't feel good about that. So I decided to go solo. So one day in 1979, I went to a talent show and started playing bongos. But in 1987, or if you heard my album, I Am Philadelphia, Bongo Billy Forever, Volume 1, that's the first song on the album, Bongo Billy. And what I did is I was with a band, but my bandmates had to go somewhere, right? They couldn't be at the show, so I had to go solo. So what I did when I went solo is the person who was running the show, what are you going to do, Bill? What are you going to do, Bill? I said, I don't know. So this came up at the last minute, like, hey, ladies and gentlemen, and the host called my name. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Mr. Bill Clancy, doing a number. And then next thing you know, I just said I went on stage and did Bongo Billy, And if you ever heard the album, the first song on the album, I Am Philadelphia, Bongo Billy Forever, Volume 1, that's the first song on the album, Bongo Billy.
Yes.
1987 was the year I started Bongo Billy.
Okay.
And I was with a band called the Work Addicts at the time,
Work addicts. Wow.
Yeah. But due to my co-partners, my partners in music crime couldn't be there, so I had to go solo. And I came up with Bongo Billy.
So Bongo Billy was born in 1987.
Yeah, officially.
Then, so wait, do you have any kids? Were you ever married? Anything
No,
like
no
that?
children.
You just been rocking and rolling?
And I'd be rocking and rolling and making love and all kind of
having a good
stuff,
time.
But unfortunately, I didn't get nobody pregnant, so
Yeah.
I lucked out on that.
Yeah, that.
But the ladies lucked out on it too.
Yeah, everybody lucked out. So
Yeah,
that's
it.
good news.
We all lucked out.
That's good news. I'm happy.
Because at the time, I still to this very day, I can't afford to take care of kids.
Yeah, no.
No.
I don't know how people do it. I honestly
Well,
don't.
God bless.
I mean, I
people
guess
who
if
do
you-
have
if
kids,
you make good
though,
money.
Man. My friend Melissa, she has a 5-year-old daughter who I love dearly. I'm like a godfather / grandfather, to the
Yeah,
kid.
I love that.
Yeah. Now the story about how I wind up at the fire was I remember I told you about the Work Addicts.
Yeah.
My friend Herbie, who we stayed in touch with many years later after the band parted company in 1996. So what we did in 2009, we formed a little group. We got together in 2009 to 2012. I wanted to jam with him at the fire. I've jammed with him everywhere else in the city.
Okay.
because we won the talent show championship in 1990
Hell yeah.
as the work acts. Yeah, we won the talent show championship, citywide championship,
That's
and that's
awesome.
what reputation of me, Bongo Billy got. Kept going after.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And Herbie in 2014, he passed away on me, and then they had a tribute show on open mic. They had an open tribute show for him that night, and that night, I started the fire.
Okay.
Yep, September 29th, 2014, I started the fire.
Okay.
Yep. And that's why I met Alyssa,
Yeah.
Yeah. She was the first hostess at the time, and, and then I met you 2018, 19, before the pandemic, and we came to be very good friends. I love
Yeah.
you, Drea.
Yeah. Yeah, we clicked off the rip. Leo's in the house, right? You're a Leo.
Yep. We're
Yep.
both Leos. That's it.
Leo's in the building, and what's what's the significance of the glasses? Like,
Oh, no.
what do you want to share of why
I'm
you
Irish,
always?
I'm Irish,
Yeah, but like, so you always have glasses on when you perform, right?
Yeah, because of the lights, and I wrote a song about that. Lights!
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So
lights!
let's talk about your songwriting. So if you're from Philly, the Philly scene, and before the last year or two, when you were a lot more active, I'm sure you know who Bongo Billy is. The sad thing is, there's many of you that have not met Bongo Billy because there was always a couple people in the room, And something that's different about you than other artists and writing is like how realistic and straightforward like your songwriting is.
If you're a songwriter, music person like me, and me and you, for example, we're both music people. And one thing you learn when you're songwriting over the years or over your lifetime, whatever, is some songs land in your lap. Oh, that's a great song. I can write about that. A few friends of mine did that to me. They not directly gave me a song. They didn't tell me, sing the song for me. They didn't write it for me. It's just what they did. I wrote the song about it. I wrote about the incident or whatever happened.
Yeah.
Right. So then that's what you call songs landing in your lap.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Which I feel like you're
yeah,
good,
like when
you're
I
good at
did
writing
Itsy Bitsy
those.
Spider in the Hood.
I mean, a lot of your songs. I mean, what is it? 240s.
Bag of Weed 240s.
Bag of Weed 240s.
Yeah.
I mean, Lights.
Lights. Yeah,
Philadelphia.
Lights was
I mean,
written in my
all of
hand.
them are very like real life, straightforward. They're easy to understand.
Yeah, I try to be.
That's maybe what I'm getting at. Because
I try not to
how
be
some
super nasty, but at the same token, I try not to be a phony either.
Yeah.
Right. I just be directly honest to everybody. At the same token, I don't be super nasty about it unless I have to be. Like, for the example, the song Lights. It was about, me being in the hospital and me having a bed near the doorway, and there's always the hallway lights consistently on all the time, and nurses would come in and out, and they see me or they see the roommate that I had at the hospital at the time. And one thing they do is they always open the door, walk in, do their business as nurses, and then they walk out, not closing the door behind them. So,
Yeah.
and then that got under my skin, and I said,
Yeah, because you
what?
sleep.
And I
what
thought
time in the-
about the lights. I saw the lights bothering my eyes. I wrote
at like
a song
6
about it.
a.m., right?
Huh?
At like 6 a.m., right?
Yeah, it could be 6 a.m., 2 in the morning, 7 in the morning.
Not
11
your
at night.
favorite time of
Doesn't
day.
matter. It's there. The lights are there, lights. They're there, But that's why I wear the sunglasses. And plus, being on stage, you don't know what was coming at you.
So what did Bongo Billy do? Like, what did you do for a living? Were you doing music stuff? Did you have a job? Like, what's Bongo Billy been?
I was part of this program called a Rising House when I started Bongo Billy.
Okay.
And what I used to do is I used to run talent shows
Oh.
for the community because it was a place. It was a mental health place. that I was
Okay.
working. Yeah, right.
Oh, you would do talent shows
Yeah,
at a mental
right.
health place.
Yeah, I would help out people, and music is one of the hearts and soul that makes a human being better
Yeah.
than he or she is. And music is our hero.
Yeah.
And it also is my hero in life because I spread the love for music to other people. So I formed this little talent show thing. And one of the rules we had, if you're going to make any negative comments about anybody, you leave the room or don't say nothing. Keep your mouth shut and enjoy the show.
Yeah.
You know, don't tease people. We don't go boo. And if you want that, I would tell people, pay me money. Pay me $50, club money. If you're going to make fun of somebody and heckle somebody, give me some club money. You know what I mean? Really.
There's always room for opportunity, and so it's about supporting. And if someone does need a little direction, doing it in a positive way to help them, so they don't,
Right.
you know.
There's an old saying I have: "Don't do to others." Well, this is a quote in the Bible too. Don't do others wrong unless you don't want to do wrong yourself. You know, don't do wrong if you don't want to get wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I got you.
yeah, I'm
I know,
not
you're
saying
trying,
it
you're
right, but you
trying.
know what I mean. Love, honesty, loyalty, and respect. That's what it's all about. I wrote a song called "Love, Honesty, Loyalty, and Respect."
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. My album is on YouTube right now, and both Volume 1 and 2 is on the. It's called "I Am Philadelphia, Bongo Billy Forever," Volume 1 and 2. Now, there's a song done by Herb Murray on the album. It's called "Love's Out of Focus." And that was recorded on 1984. Yes.
On a cassette tape or on an 8-track?
No, it was on cassette.
Okay.
But
It's like
I
a
put it
4-track
on-
or something?
But I put it on the album. Yeah. Just like Drew the Pictures. Head
Oh, okay.
cases on there.
So it's the actual recording, you're saying?
Yeah, the original recording.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, 1984.
Yeah.
And also you'll hear on Volume 2, you'll hear me backing up an artist named Warren Ory. It's an instrumental called "A Kiss," and he's a jazz piano player. His name is Warren Ory, and I'm backing him up. And the name of the song is called "A Kiss." It's an instrumental, and it's in front of 30 or 40 people that was in the room, and
Oh,
you'll
okay,
hear the
cool.
round of applause and clap at the tail end of the song. Man.
Yeah. The Beatles had you on fire.
Oh yeah, I mean, like
You're like, I'm doing
well,
this.
the Beatles get the credit for the start of it, but I love the Motown sound and all the
Oh,
sounds
yeah,
that came
true.
out of the 60s
Everything, yeah.
into the 70s.
True.
You know, that's what developed me as a musician because in the late 60s I started being in a band, and then in the 70s I was in a second band, and we bombed at a show. We bombed, and what happened was we played acoustic instruments in the park in 1977. Electricity outdoors didn't exist back then. And if it did, it was a better thing. I don't know. But this was a neighborhood thing. And we sucked as a band. So I walked off the set. Actually, what happened was when we did the show, we were doing this park in front in Susquehanna, between Susquehanna and Diamond, right there between Hancock and Masher, that 4-block area, that park right there. I forgot the name of the park, but we performed there one time and bombed. And I was like, I learned as a musician, and that's when I went original. In 1979, I started those babies,
Yeah.
bongos, yeah. And my first song I ever wrote in a talent show was called "Life is Precious.
Yeah.
Don't throw it away. Don't throw it away." Yeah.
What's going on in Bongo Billy land these days?
Well, right now I'm laying back, getting myself together. I'm under the weather, so to speak, with my leg and my back and everything. You know.
Yeah.
What happened to me. Unfortunately, I caught spinal stenosis, and I got an operation this past July of 2025. And now I'm very grateful for the people that's helping me out, like the care workers,
Yeah.
Yano and Billy. I'm so grateful for those guys.
Yeah.
Really. And I appreciate everybody that's part of that. It's helping me.
Yeah.
And even Tyler, Joel, and you, and everybody, Alyssa, my friend Steve. I mean, like, you know, my friend Bob, who calls me all the time, says hello and all that. You know, all the people I appreciate, man. Every one of you. You know, even my friend Mike, my friend Michael Horn. You know, he's, you know, or Michael Dalton, he likes to be called.
If you would give, let's say, like one word of advice to open micers, like you did say, don't be afraid to show your art.
Right.
What do you have, like any other advice? Like,
Well, I just tell you, just go up there, be yourself, and enjoy the scene, enjoy what's around you. You know, if you come to open mics or talent shows or festivals, whatever, just perform and do your best. That's all I can say.
and another question is, what's something an open mic person can do that would, like, you're like, that's not open mic etiquette?
I saw one person, this guy out of nowhere, right after the tail end of the show, start smashing his instrument on the stage.
I thought it was. I thought.
Yeah,
it was,
remember
I
that?
thought it was amazing.
Can't do that at open mic. It's not a punk rock show. It's not.
True.
It's not a 25-hour head
Yeah.
get in show.
You don't want to take the chance of destroying something at the venues, seeing that most bars and venues don't charge a cover and they're just hoping on bar sales. Otherwise, they're donating their space to you for your open mic. One of my pet peeves is the support aspect, right? So it's understandable that it's a Monday night or a Tuesday night or a Sunday night, usually an off night, but usually when you have to work the next morning. So it's understandable if you can't stay all night, you know, you come early. But, you know, the people that go in and sign up and leave, show no support to the bar or no support to the event, go do another open mic because they're like, oh, I'll be on at 10 o'clock. Like they do an open mic tour in one night. You know what I mean? Like they bounce around and they don't end up actually supporting anybody.
I know artists like that.
They don't support any of the other artists or
Right.
the event or the venue that it's in.
Right.
And anywhere. They only are looking out for themselves that night, but not like the idea of community and building open mic community is the support. So at
I
least
know what you
like
mean.
come in and stay for an hour. If you can't stay long,
I hate that myself.
you know what I mean?
because I'll
Like
tell you
at
why.
least take an hour of your life so
Right.
you can have your
I'll tell you
10-minute
why I hate that,
performance.
because people like that's kind of selfish. You know, it's like you're thinking of yourself. You know, they're not thinking of others and you're not supporting others that's supporting you. I
Right.
hate that, man. Oh, I hate that with a passion. That's why I always stayed at one place like the Fire, because I fell in love with the community. I fell in love with the people. We all stayed at the Fire, you know, because we all like what each other does. We support each other.
Yeah.
But when you come in there with your head up your ass, thinking, I'm the bomb, I'm the stuff, I'm going to perform, and then I'll see you guys later. Duh. You know, like a moron.
Like a moron.
Really.
I knew that was coming. Yeah, so
Well,
that's
I just
definitely
don't like
in our
that.
eyes anyways. It's like there are many open mics and I know I understand. I'm sure Bongo Billy understands you wanting to perform as
Yeah, well,
much
at the
as
same token, you can't control that.
But
you know
right,
what I mean?
so you can't control it, which is fine. But like what I would say about it is like, so just pick, like, so let's say there's 4 open mics on a Monday. Go to one each Monday and actually support the community there and support the
Right.
venue, the bar, the event. I mean, the person that puts together the event depends on what level. I always go extreme, but you know what I mean? Like,
But these open mics are different parts of town, though. Like,
right, and
for
they run
example,
around, and I get it.
Yeah, it's
They
a
want to
different
like
parts of
see as many
town, different parts
people
of the neighborhood,
and touch as
whatever.
many people and speak to as many people in one night. And I get but just if you live in Philadelphia, just pick, or you live wherever you live, just pick one or two even. Spend 2 hours at one, 2 hours at another, and the following week maybe spend 2 hours at one and 2 hours at another. If you take, you know,
Oh yeah, I've done that before because
Yeah, like,
some of
split
the
it up
open
if you
mics
want,
are early.
but
Like
stay at least an
might
hour.
They'll be open from 6 to 9, and then you leave at 8:30, and then you go to the other one, which is like 8 to midnight, 8 to
Right.
1 in the morning.
That's yeah.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, that's
right.
different. We're talking about when you literally sign up, leave, come back just in time for that sign up. You know,
Right.
it is an art. It's an art. So more power to you. Good job on that. I guess too, when it's at a bar or if it's not, like the one I'm doing now is a suggested donation. So it's like, if you can, you know, if you're going to a bar for something, at least come in with $5 to buy a soda or water just to
Yeah,
support.
buy a beer, buy a
It's
soda.
all
If
buy
you
beer,
don't
whatever.
drink
You don't have to
alcohol,
buy,
beer,
you know,
buy a
but
soda. I mean,
it's all about always showing support, and it's not just to the artist; it's to everybody involved to make like a successful open mic.
I did a song called "Beer is Wine is Fine" brandy is handy, liquor is quicker. It's called liquor is quicker, right?
Yeah.
And I was talking about the scale. When people go to a bar, or a place like a dive, and they're drinking alcohol, start with the beer first. Some people do the city-wides, like the shot and the beer. Drink responsibly. That's all I can tell you.
There you go.
Because I'll tell
Wise
you one
words
thing,
from Bongo
please
Billy.
don't serve alcohol to morons. Whatever you do, please don't.
Right. That's another song. He's got so many songs. So
Yeah, please don't serve alcohol to morons.
Yeah.
That's not on the album. Those two songs I mentioned are not on the album. But
Oh, okay.
I've seen the dumbest people drink alcohol, and I'm looking at that person and I'm thinking to myself, wow, they should not be touching this stuff.
Right. Yeah. Were you in bands while you were Bongo Billy for like the last?
Oh no,
40
I
years?
was always Bill Clancy on bongos. The first band I was in 1969. We were a bunch of kids getting together, and
So you were 10 years old.
yeah, and we all liked the music that came out that decade. The group started out with 5 members. It swelled up to 11 and declined down to 3, and I was one of the final 3 left.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. And we ended in 1974.
Okay.
Then 1977, my follow-up band. Funny thing is, I wasn't really, I consider myself a true blue member because we were a basement band. When we went in this park, we bombed. I told you that story. We went
Right.
to the park and bombed. 4 of us. There was me, Rudy Davis, Butchie, and David LaBoy. Now, the name of the band was called LaBoy because of the lead singer. His name was David LaBoy. So he comes knocking on my door. He knocks on my door half hour after the show's over and says, why did you walk off like that? After I told him the truth, we sucked. I broke off with that group.
Yeah.
Then the 80s came out. I joined the Work Addicts.
Okay.
And how the Work Addicts got started, Mark and Herbie, the 2 members, were in the cafeteria playing guitars. And I walked over to them. I sat next to them, and, they were at the table. And I started tapping on the table. Right. And I had a set of bongos at the time. So I was tapping on the table at the time. I said, hey, guys, we can form a group. In 1982, we did. We were Mark, Herb, and Bill. And then 1983 came out. A 4th member joined us. We had to change it from Mark, Herb, and Bill to the Work Addicts. Well, our first official gig under the Work Addicts was July 1st, 1983. Those are young, wild days, man. Those were my talent show days.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah. We broke apart in 1996.
Okay.
We stayed together from 1982. We stayed all the way together for 14 years.
Wow.
1982 to 1996. But then me and Herbie ran back. We stayed in touch. And then 2009, me and him got back together again with my friend Helen. And we formed a little group called the Independents, me, Herbie, and Helen. And me and Herbie was also part of a group when we were with the Work Addicts, a studio group called Triangle. A guy named Bill Walker was part of me and Herbie, and Bill Walker, we were Triangle. That was from 1991 to 92. We were a studio group. That was it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to ask you the famous question of this podcast. And how is music your hero?
How is music my hero? Well, that's something I just accidentally fell in love with as a little kid. And ever since then, I wanted to just be a part of music in any way I can. But I came up with Bongo Billy. Then I found out on social media there was other Bongo Billys. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's their Bongo Billy. I'm the Bongo Billy.
There you go.
Yeah. But there was a Bongo Billy artist who sung a song called Bongo Billy. Her name, or the person's name, was Leo something. It did it in 1956, 3 years before I was born. I didn't know about it until social media came out. Then I heard all the songs in the 50s growing up, like Elvis Presley, Jerry Lee Lewis, Chuck Berry, Fats Domino, all those great artists. Fats Domino, his grandson is a great friend of mine, But
Nice.
anyway, back to the music part, I just I just never gave up on it. I
Yeah.
love the music. Music is definitely my hero,
Yeah.
our hero.
Yeah. Our hero.
Yeah. Remember, subscribe, people.
That's there you go. Bongo knows. I didn't say that the
Subscribe.
whole last season. Yeah. Subscribe, like, drop a comment, share.
Yeah, drop.
Right.
Yeah, please.
So,
Share.
so anything else?
No,
that
I just
answer,
want
or
to
you
thank you
got
for
that?
inviting me to this podcast.
Yeah. And of course, thank you for taking the time to,
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime.
share the Bongo Billy story, the legend, the Philadelphia legend. So yeah, I will share in the description, of course, all of Bongo Billy's music. You got to check it out. And hopefully he is able to get around better soon. And once it's warm out, we'll see him at some open mics. That's the goal.
Hopefully, I'll get up on my feet again.
There you
Back up on my feet again. That's the first song off the second album, people.
Oh, okay. There it
Well,
is.
back up on my feet again.
There it is.
Yep.
All right. Well, Bongo Billy, we love you. And
Be safe, be cool, and be happy. I
All
really
right.
love you. God bless you.
Until next time, keep creating, keep connecting, and keep building together. Remember, we're in this together, so let's keep each other's shine alive.